And good morning. Look who's back.
Well, it's Friday, and got a little education, and so now we're back at it.
Did you stay at a Holiday Inn during your trip away?
No, this was at the Hollywood Hotel.
Oh.
So I feel much storyish, I reckon.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? Good food?
We did have a good time. The food was good.
People were sneaking pictures of you to me, and I'm not going to show them. Odie, you got to remember, you're in the spotlight now. Wherever you go, people take pictures, and I'm just telling you.
I wasn't on the dance floor, was I?
No. You were sitting at a table. It looked like
right,
whoever was talking to you wasn't interested. I'm just.
Well, that could have been possible, too. One thing that really did interest me, and I didn't really pay attention, or I haven't in the past, we've got lakes, we've got ponds, we got a lot of people who have that. Mississippi has more lakes than any other state in the country that are more than 10 acres large and 20-foot
deep
dam. More in the state of Mississippi than anywhere right around 7,000.
One of those breaks, you have a little issue there. Clark County.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So
So it was good to go through and learn a lot of that, and what causes some of these things to fail. But
it happens.
It was really interesting.
Have you ever been to out of the States? I never have. Mexico. I did step foot across the time. Rio
de Janeiro?
Rio. I had it in my head, and I can't say it because you said that. Rio. Say it again.
De Janeiro?
Yeah, that place there. Christ the Redeemer is there. It's pretty big for them to change things around if you're coming to town and light up Christ the Redeemer for you.
Yeah.
Swiftie was in town, Taylor Swift, and they lit up Christ the Redeemer for her on her arrival. Pretty neat little deal.
That is pretty neat.
As Christ the Redeemer. Well, that is just a famous.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, I do too. We need a little bit more Jesus in the world.
The biggest thing that I guess even compares to this would be the food place in Jackson that has the huge cross on Highway 49.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Man.
We don't have anything like that in the immediate Meridian area, do we?
Well, I guess if you go out 145 headed to 45 now, we've got the Evangel Temple huge there on the left, but that we hear angels fly around in it.
Well, they do fly up in there. We need us a big cross somewhere.
We do need a big cross on top of that big hill. I think that'd be an ideal place to put it.
It would be. That is one of the tallest points in Meridian.
County, yep.
Let's see. Speaking of religion and things, a Georgia high school football coach has been fired because he let his football players be baptized on school grounds. They took a wash tub and they let everybody be baptized that wanted to be baptized. He's been fired. Where does the madness end?
Lord, we ask you to put your hands on there and give him the blessings he deserves.
That's right. I think he'll be rewarded tenfold.
Yes, he will.
It sometimes looks as though the devil's winning, but in the end, we know how this is going to end.
Yep.
We got issues at Martha's house. Martha Stewart, bless her heart. Everybody that was on her invite list canceled on her.
Oh, so it's just going to be her and Snoop Dogg.
She said that. Well, speaking of, everybody got sick on her list, so she goes, well, I'm just going to go to somebody else's house now. She says she's kind of sick of turkeys because she's been cooking nothing but turkey for her TV show. But you bring up Snoop Dogg and how'd you do that again? Yeah.
Am I like the only one that practiced in my real younger years?
I must be. I don't know anything about it. I had a cool mile once. But Snoop Dogg has come out and says, hey, I'm stopping this. I'm quitting smoking. I ain't doing nothing else. Something done scared the boy to where he thinks he may lose his life, says he's going to quit smoking.
He saw the light.
There you go. Snoop Dogg.
Something happened. Man. Well.
We'll
That old fella hadn't seen the light yet, has he?
No, he had. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go to a major story that is developing this morning. Now, we don't know a lot of details, but we are aware, and I have confirmed through several sources this morning that we have had a death in Kemper County. As we go back, we broke the word on this, and let me pull this up. This would happen last night. Guessing it was before midnight. I think this happened somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Now, I could be a little bit off one way or the other. It's just north of Highway 16 where the red light is, or stop sign here. Dollar General is here. This is where the old Super Stop used to be, where it comes in. Just north of there at DeVille Apartments, a person was shot multiple times last night. They were taken quickly to an emergency room. They were transferred to another city like Jackson for wound care, and they did not make it. Now, officially, we haven't got names, and we are usually the last to post the name after we get that. And we will hold off on saying who it was until everything is cleared and everything. Absolutely, everybody's aware of this. But this is a young man. I've received multiple pictures of the young man from his graduation. It's sad, Odie.
That's terrible. And then the family's got to go through that, and all of his loved ones, and our prayers go out to each and every one of y'all.
So what does it make you if you've been out of high school? Maybe you're 19-ish, 20-ish?
Yeah, you graduate at 18 normally. So 19, 20.
So y'all say a little prayer for that family. They're going to need it there in the Dekalb area. We certainly hate that, but that is the news of how it happened overnight last night. Now, as we switch gears and we go to Meridian, let's start out about this. Naked Man is just like, he gets around Meridian. Well, he showed up at the wrong place naked last night.
Uh-oh.
You don't do that. As we go here to take you a look at what went on here, Naked Man was chased by a man with a baseball bat. He just had enough of it. Boogie there, boogie there. But as I put in the thing there, he is the fastest thing on 2 feet in Meridian.
Well, he didn't have the clothes that weighed him down.
That's true. He was kind of like the breeze.
The Flash.
He outran the person that was chasing him, and oh, look, about an hour later, he showed back up. He was still in a heavy trot. He would pass 35th Avenue, still naked as a jaybird. Neighbors called in and said, there he is.
Well, he was running back to get his clothes. Now, where did I leave them?
I just, I don't have answers for this, and that's the way it was. We tell you the real news. Now, if you're one of those that don't want to know real news, me and Odie are probably not your choice for news. We're not going to lie to you. We're going to tell you that's the way it was. We didn't make up anything on this.
No, and we're going to bring it to you along with the greatest good of our Lord Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Hey.
As you said,
you can't make this stuff up.
You cannot. Now, I often, and let me jump to another story here that went on last night, because this stuff happens more so than you think. And fortunately, somebody was paying attention and no one got hurt last night. But let's go out Old 8th Street Road. It's dark. Oh, let's say
there's no lights out there.
You've got, who sang After Midnight? Was that...
No, I can't tell you.
Mr. Cocaine Guy?
Song, but I can't tell you.
The guy that sang Cocaine When You Want to Get High. What was his name? Eric Clapton. Did he sing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if he sang that one.
We're very confused because it's not country. We're sorry. We're looking into this.
All I did was listen to music. I didn't care who sung it.
We would go out Old 8th Street last night after midnight. Reports would be called in to 911 of, hey, there's a fella sitting in the middle of the road. Yes, sir, Bob, he was. We'll put it there right at Seals Drive, right square in the middle of the road. Now, we don't know why he picked to sit in the middle of the road right there, but this normally does not end up well for somebody.
No, not at all. And I guess it's been a while since I've been down that way at night. There's not many lights. There may be some security lights in people's yard that may have a small, a dimmer light, but the road itself is not really lit up.
And they had a person stayed there until police could arrive to help with the little situation there.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was very kind of them. We appreciate that. But my whole point of this story is when driving at night, it happens in the city a lot of people stretched out taking naps. And
yeah. I mean, it's
Pay attention after dark is the reason I bring this up, because we just don't know what you'll be meeting in the roadway, per se.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get up on you quick.
It sure will there. Let's see here. We even had an accident last night over at Willow Ridge that we're going to tell you about last night. This would be past the Ag Center. All of that's coming up. We have so much to talk about. And somebody has gotten an award or getting it.
Ooh, I like that.
Citizen of the Year.
Oh. Well, now, I thought that was you, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Oh.
But we're going to tell you who it is. And I think they got a big celebration. We're going to have to go to it.
Well, now, that'll work.
Citizen of the Year. They announced it yesterday. We shared it.
Hey.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie as we bring you this Friday morning.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
And welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie. It is Friday morning. We're dressed for red. Always remember our troops that are serving somewhere else.
That's it. Remember everyone deployed. One thing real quick.
What's that?
We're coming next week is Turkey Day.
Oh, it is
So,
Thursday.
we're going to be taking some time off. Everybody's going to be taking a little time off, and you're going to have trash, and you're wondering, what do I do with my trash? Out in the county, this is the ADSI, out in the county residents, business is normal. If you get picked up on Monday, it's Monday. If you go on Wednesday, it's Wednesday. If you get picked up on Thursdays, you will still get picked up on Thursday.
Really? Somebody got to work Turkey Day?
Somebody got to work Turkey Day. So if you got a little extra, wrap it up on a plate with some fixings. Wrap it up real good.
Take care of those guys.
Put it on top of your trash can. But in the county, now the city, we hadn't got a report yet. The city is doing some trade-offs.
Yeah, I've got that listed. I have to go back and find it because I did post that.
All right, good
what
deal.
was going on.
So the city does, but in the county is strictly normal business. And we're going to be talking about Amnesty Day coming up for trash in Lauderdale County. December 2nd, I believe, is where you can bring your hazmat, your tires, your paint, all that good stuff that you can't just throw in general trash.
Bring an extra truck
and
over
that's
here.
coming up. Yeah. We'll have to load up a lot of stuff. So that's coming. Y'all just stay tuned. We'll get the information for
Look,
you.
and as we get near Thanksgiving, there's always some needy folks that need a little extra help. That's
right.
Got family members that they need help. And talk about canned foods. Odie, isn't this a good thing?
Man.
It's camera too. Now, this is called...
Yes, we
you
can.
Yes,
we can.
As in the...
Emphasis on can.
Yeah.
Working on this. Tell us how all this works and what your office is doing to help with all of this.
Yeah, so this would be our third year for doing this. We just wanted to do something to give back during the time, when you're supposed to be giving, which would be Thanksgiving. So,
Yeah.
My kind of right hand.
And she ain't wanting to get on camera either.
Well, she sat way over here. She knew we moved this camera.
Well, if you're familiar with us, if you're familiar with Ryan Lynch State Farm, you're definitely familiar with Miss Wanda. So she's kind of been the brainchild behind this, and I've kind of been the speaker to kind of get everything going. But what it is we've been doing a canned food drive, like I said, for 3 years now, and our office has been a hot spot if you wanted to give and you didn't know where you could give, to bring it to us, and we'll make sure that we get it. And the the institution that we've chosen to give it to is local. It's Feed by Faith.
Right. Oh, that's a great group.
Yeah. And so it's going on. It's been running now. We're in our 3rd month of this. But it does end Tuesday. But we are still accepting if you do want to bring it up to us, and we'd love for you to donate. If you want to take a picture with us and show us, we'll be glad to put you online. But if you don't want to, that's okay too.
So what do you need, as in cranberry sauce or
water?
And I say that legitimately.
Water?
They want bottled water.
Wow.
They would love bottled water. Cleaning supplies, and obviously your canned goods. So if you're going through your pantry and it's getting that time for you to clean out some stuff that maybe it's been sitting in there like mine has, give it to us because we'll put it to good use.
That is
non-perishable. And then I like that, cleaning supplies. That's not something that you really think about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing. Bottled water, of course, but then cleaning supplies, we really don't think a whole lot
that's
about
the first
that.
time we've ever been asked for it. But
paper plate, stuff
we're
like that.
post-COVID now, so everybody needs it to be clean.
You're right on that. So a location of where you are, let's just paint a picture so everybody can see this, where to come to. Do we look for the car in the office? Is that what we do?
Well, there is a big sign that says Ryan Lynch State Farm right up from my office. But if you're familiar with North Hill Street, then you're familiar with the Burke's Outlet, the Club Fitness facility. We're right to the left of that, right up from Trustmark Bank, Broadmoor Shopping Center.
Not far from News Restaurant in that area.
Not far from News, not far.
That little street there that curves right. D's Automotive.
Yes.
Kind of right there in the
intersection.
The intersection.
Where you can park a car.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Right next to Snowden and Company.
Right
you can't
next to
miss
Snowden and Company.
I ain't heard
Look
much
for
out
the
of
State Farm sign.
We used to have a big red door too,
Yeah. But with all sincerity, as we joke around with this is a great cause of helping people that need it this time of year during Thanksgiving. That little extra food, I'm telling you, it makes it. And as we all know, Odie, you can vouch for this. Food's high. It's one of the most expensive things.
And it's getting worse right now. So definitely, we take for granted that we're able to go and buy some things to make a meal. And there are a lot of people that don't. They do not have that capacity right now. And I think this is something Ryan's putting together with their office. This is good to give to Feed by Faith over there on 5th Street. Do an awful lot of good work.
Yeah.
They've got people that are steadily going to see them for some food. So I think it's a great thing, especially with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, if anybody shows up with some of those banana pudding cookies, they're mine. They ain't going nowhere.
We've gotten some interesting selections here this year. There's been
heard
some things
y'all
I've never
had,
seen before donated, so it's been really neat. And keep in mind too, we started advertising it about 3 months ago.
Right.
Like this is our 3rd year into this. We do have people who come all throughout the year, starting in January, bringing us boxes saying, "Are y'all still doing the food drive this year?"
That's wonderful.
Absolutely. You got it, and you don't want to wait till we actually post up we're officially doing it. Just bring it by. We'll put it to good use.
Ryan, give us that address again of where you are to bring this to, and y'all don't rush off now.
Yeah.
It's 5001 Poplar Springs Drive, Suite B.
Can't miss it there. It's got a big red door. State
Well,
Farm.
it did, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it was around the corner.
Yep.
Had
Couldn't miss it.
a new
It does.
white post removed.
It's hard to miss. I mean,
You can't miss it,
big
can you?
sign, There's 3 signs. I paid for the one to light up, and it lit up the first year, and I can't get anybody back to
Don't that upset you when you got one of them
The
signs?
bulbs are out.
After 1 year.
Well, they don't make stuff like they used to.
You're right. Ruh-roh.
Oh, they
don't.
sure don't.
People- That
My generation stopped.
Hank Jr. had a song, and I'm not going to repeat it because it
That's
probably
it.
offends some folks, but it was Give a Blank. And that was the name of the song.
Well,
Give
I
a blank
mean-
about your job. And that's what it was about. People that don't
Yeah.
care anymore about what they do. Take pride. Seriously, y'all, take pride in anything that you sign your name to. Agreed. Makes a difference.
It really does.
Scotty Ray and Odie, we'll be right back. Y'all don't rush out. We're going to talk about the General Lee. We got somebody that's into that.
Yeah.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie, as I was trying to remember Animal House while we were off. Where they yell, Toga,
Y'all want to
Toga.
know what's going on behind the scenes when we come back talking about a movie named Animal House, because y'all know what about that movie.
Well, we were just got into the conversation of pre-Naked Man. There was Toga Man, and
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. We didn't deliver the headlines back then.
Well, that wasn't illegal.
No, I guess it's not, is it? We wouldn't have talked about it.
Yeah.
I mentioned a moment ago that there was an accident last night, a light pole taken out. As we go to the scene here, we do have a map to show you where all this went down last night. A young lady struck a light pole on Willow Bend Road. This will be just off of Highway 19, like you're going up toward the Ag Center there. Police showed up, a whole bunch of other folks there. Power company gets involved when you take out somebody's power.
Yeah,
People
they don't
normally
like it.
people get grumpy over that.
Hope they got good insurance.
Yeah, good insurance. See, look at that. This man's a
Because
salesman.
that right there, as long as it wasn't your office, it'd be all right, right?
Well, we've been down that road too there.
Oh, man, that's
Clark
tough.
County also, in the last 24 hours, had a major outage there as they had to replace a pole.
Oh, yeah.
The EMEPA got on that. We appreciate that. Now, let's move to our next subject of what went on yesterday. I don't care how you strike this. This ain't good. Let's go to the corner of 35th Avenue and 34th Street. Santa has spoken. I put him in the picture here for a reason. Let me pull this up for you can see this. Santa's getting dressed to pass over Meridian. What's he wearing, Odie?
He got his bulletproof vest off.
He's got to.
I'll tell you what, that's tough. He's making sure it fits just right.
Yesterday afternoon, a car would pull up and over 18 rounds would be fired. Witnesses are telling me they think it was an automatic weapon that fired these. Now, they found 18 casings. Could there have been more fired? Yes, there could be. Now, no one miraculously was injured. Now, it could have got a car or two with a stray piece of lead, but miraculously, no one was hurt or injured in that. We need a stop to it, but it happened, and you need to know where it was and what went on there. Again, 35th Avenue, 34th Street is where that would have happened at, as we see a silver Nissan left the scene in quite a bit of a hurry. Check your cameras in the neighborhood so you'll know what that car looks like.
And then
Altima, I might add.
An Altima.
Altima.
Make sure, if you can get a tag number or even a
right.
partial tag number. But now that picture brought up another question.
What is that question?
Because I'm glad that Santa Claus wants to take care of himself.
He does.
Well, what about Rudolph and the other one?
We got to get some vests for them.
Yeah.
I didn't
because
think about that.
Santa Claus can't go nowhere if
He ain't
one
got
of them
Rudolph?
ain't flying. Yeah.
It's true. Boy, Odie thinks of it all there.
We need to make sure that they're safe.
Let's watch out for them, folks, there.
Yeah.
What went on else in the last 24 hours? Let me jump over to this. We had a minor boo-boo last night, and thank heavens it was nothing serious as we go to 22nd Avenue Bridge. And let me show you what this is. What are the cops doing at the bottom of the hill? It's a whole bunch of them. Metro is there. Someone was struck by a car last night as we had Mary Market. I think it's what it was. It wasn't.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't bad. They were treated by Metro and released, but that could have been a lot worse. So fortunately, no major injuries with that, but a car bumped someone, a pedestrian, vehicle versus pedestrian, when we put things out like that. So if you're wondering why the cops were there, that's what was going on.
And we're not saying, or I'm not, that the car was running a red light, running a green light. It doesn't
we don't
matter
know.
because, and I see it all the time, and I may be guilty in some parts, jaywalking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, which one of us don't just bebop across there? And I try and look both ways, but when we have these functions downtown, more and more people are coming to these functions.
And they're good.
And they're good, and it's a lot of people. So when we come into these areas, we got to take a little extra time to look around and make sure that
It's kind of like Halloween when, you had kids are excited. Yeah. Adults are happy just to get out after dark. That's what's going on.
And go have fun.
That's right. And it was a lot of people downtown last night.
That's good. I'm glad. I was tired, had a long few days down there, and I was just ready to sit back and
look at Betty Lou sitting up in there. There's Betty Lou. I didn't catch Betty Lou. I didn't get a chance to speak to her last night. Where she is there at Earth's Bounty last night. But it was a huge crowd there as we look around here. I got a picture of your sister and Santa Claus I got to put in with this.
Well, now, I hope she straightened up.
He kept saying, ho, ho, ho.
That's why she went running. Yeah, one of these. I'm here. She's going to kill me. Woo. I'm not going to eat the turkey she fixes.
Oh, boy, you got it covered there.
Yeah.
Hey, on stage, I kept noticing this large crowd of men up toward the front. I made my way, pushed my way over there. I said, what's going on? And this is what I found, Odie.
You said, well, no wonder.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. She was dressed for the occasion.
Oh, me.
Great singer there. So I left there, and I thought, man, I got to go across town. I hear that there's some country music being played. And here we go. We found Scott McQuaig playing last night over at Squealer's Barbecue.
He can sure put on a show.
Man, it was a show. And as we got Carolyn, me and her sat and held hands for a long time. That's my buddy, y'all.
I tell you what, now, state games.
She handles it.
She has built that to what it is, and I mean, she's a great
Who is
person.
that, Odie?
Look at there. Lou is trying to keep
Our Lauderdale County coroner.
straight as possible, and I'm sure that's a full-time job.
Yes, sir, it really was. But had a great time there with Scott and all the musicians there last night at Squealer's.
Well,
And
that's Charlene in the background.
there she
What'd
is.
She do, chase you around?
She almost wanted to ride with me.
A lot of stuck her on top.
She was everywhere last night, Odie. Odie's kinfolks. They just can't help it. We got a lot more to talk about that's going on in the community. And don't forget, and I want to let you remind everybody of what's going to be coming up in Collinsville tomorrow. They putting it on.
Man, I tell you what, this is a car show, and it has been building year after year after year, and it is a great car show. People go out and support that. And then they've got, pulled pork. They got all kind of good eats going on that you can buy plate lunches there. They've got singing. They've got vendors.
Singing?
A little bit of everything going on. Yeah, down there at Collinsville, 4-way stop at the fire department. Go by and help support every fire department we've got, especially in your area. But go around and help them all, because just because Collinsville's in Collinsville and Sucalina's in Sucalina does not mean that we will not go to help them where they are.
That's correct.
So if you're out and about and you can go right down the road and help them out, go do it. Go see some nice people. See their shop, see their trucks, take the kids, look at some cars, and fill your belly up, and helping the community and the county all at the same time. Tomorrow from 11 to...
late in the afternoon, we'll say that.
Yeah, we'll say that until they close. How about that? At least till 2. But go get you some good lunch.
Patricia, you might need to explain what you put here. I caught part of this, and maybe you put something else up there. Is someone protesting someone on Highway 80?
To free someone, my Don told me to go Highway 80 to work.
So explain that to me so we'll know what that is. If there's something up, we can pass that along to everyone else. We'll be right back. We're going back in history in just a moment here to get all this stuff and then pick somebody's brain on the Dukes. They think they know more than me and you do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I never said that.
Oh, you didn't? Oh. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. We're getting bits and pieces there, but we're getting word
possibly I-20 is shut down at Newton Junction.
Well, see, Newton Junction is not on 20. It's actually there in Newton.
Right off.
So it maybe
it's
it's something. Yeah, maybe it's something going on Highway 80
or 15. Go 80. So maybe 15's closed.
We don't know.
And go.
Somebody from Newton that has a little bit more information of what's going on there.
Yeah.
Fill us in there of what's happening. We're getting bits and pieces. So
because if the road's blocked, we do want to get that information out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah.
we'll be back with more information on that as that comes in there. We appreciate that. Newton Academy going to state championships game. Maybe that's why the interstate or road is blocked. They're coming out in a possession.
I think.
I didn't say that right, did I?
Procession.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I have to sometimes double check myself.
All right. So now the interstate is blocked.
Maybe they're getting on the interstate, taking them there. We'll see here in just a second.
Maybe.
There. Yeah. So y'all let us know. State champions, nothing quite like it there.
Oh man, West Lauderdale's got one more game before they can go to state champs. I think they're still in the middle of playoffs.
Right.
But hey, we've got a lot of our local. We got a few of them that's in it. So.
Now, we got somebody that will not get on camera with us that claims to be the biggest Dukes of Hazzard fan there is.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to come get on camera? She's such a fan that she wore her Daisy Dukes to the studio this morning and says that she's going to wear them all day at the office down at the State Farm office.
Go by and see her.
Go by and bring a can. You get to see the Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for that.
See? It's working out there. How many General Lees was in the TV show? How many did they use?
Over 200.
It was 316, wasn't it? Not to say
It was
that.
over 300.
I thought it was 316.
Might have been 216.
Oh, somebody do some Googling.
I will.
Uncle Google,
I
Uncle
seriously
Google.
think that they're short a bunch of them, but you have to almost take your hat off when you think about that car. Love that car. It is probably the most recognizable car in the world.
Yes.
Duke Fest. Yeah. I think they've quit having that, but golly, that was great. Maybe you got a chance to meet some of the stars there. We'll check back in with some more Daisy info in just a few moments. How many?
256.
256. So she was closer to being right than I was.
And see, John Snyder said 329.
Ooh. I really.
And he wrecked 328 of them.
I really thought it was over 3.
I did. I thought it was over 3.
Now, I have to admit this about the Dukes of Hazzard. There's something called Hazzard Junkyard, and they talk about the cars that were on there. They'll talk about Uncle Jesse's truck, how it was used in other films, and also some of the General Lees were painted black and used in some other TV shows that Warner Brothers had. I don't think anything was from what Boss, I don't think they know what happened to Boss's Cadillac. It was left in a lot.
Oh, wow, with the horn still on the hood.
And there's many, many pictures of the cars being loaded up from Georgia, headed to California when they canceled the show in Georgia and moved it.
Well, when we went to the mountains, they had
Did you go to
right
Cooters?
there on the strip. Well, they had the cars of the movies and all that that's in the museum, and come walk through. And I went up there and looked, and I was like, I'm not paying $30. I'm sorry. I can go back and watch the movie. I mean, I'm looking at the cars here. I'm not going to ride in one. $30, and then I'm looking around going, there's a problem that y'all don't understand. There's thousands of people out here, and not a single one of them's in here looking at a car. Why? Because it's $30.
That's high.
They have commercialized Gatlinburg so bad.
It is.
I do not care to go back. I'm going back to where we were at there in Bryson City, North Carolina. Oh,
Did you
love
see
it.
something but the Titanic there in?
Now there's a Titanic museum. My grandson
They say that's
absolutely loved
good.
it. Now I do want to go see it, but I don't know if it was in Gatlin.
We're not sure if Daisy's visited that yet. We're checking.
Not
into
yet.
it. We did get confirmation that Newton County Academy is getting on the interstate, and that's why the interstate, there's a little hole up there. They've got the cops escorting them there, so that's what it was. Nothing bad. Newton County Academy. So
okay.
Thank you, Nadine.
Going for the state championship.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got it. Okay.
John Snyder's performing as the masked singer this season. I did not know that. As a donut. All right, let's go back in time, Odie. Let's go back to 1925. This guy would be born. We would find out a few things later in his life, but he was like the man during a time there.
Well,
he was
yeah.
the ladies' meow, so to speak. Rock Hudson was born on this day.
Yeah. Died of food poisoning.
That's yeah. Okay, let's move on. 1938. You're bad. 1938. Gordon Lightfoot. Who can't remember Sundown? You better take care. He was born on this date. Of course, didn't he do the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yes.
The bell rang 29 times.
Ooh.
The longest song I think you'll ever hear in an elevator. But I really like Sundown. He may have done something else.
Pigeon Forge. That's where the Titanic's.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah.
Same area though.
Yeah, it's not far from
What,
it.
5 miles?
Yeah, it can't be too far.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've destroyed it like they have Gatlinburg.
There you go. 1933, Toto was born. And you go, who's Toto? Oh, we all know Toto.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies there ever was. As we go back for The Wizard of Oz, he would pass away in 1945. He's a pretty old fellow
Well,
there.
I mean, yeah, that's 15 years old.
But the bad thing is Toto wasn't his real name. It was Terry was Toto's real name. Just to confuse you a little bit more.
It was messed up.
It was. Who do you answer to?
calling me? That's why he just sat there. He didn't know it was his name.
1939, this would be the day that a youngster from Alabama would get a guitar. He'd sit on a street corner, learn a few things, and he would stumble on a stage. This would be the first time that he made an appearance. And from there, well, the rest is history, as Hank Williams would go down in history. But this was his first stage appearance.
1939.
That would be that 1953 Caddy sitting there that Junior drove to high school and done all kinds of things in. Didn't realize what a piece of history it was.
All right, Uncle Google has spoke.
What does Google spoke about?
309 General Lees built for the original Dukes of Hazzard show, and another 26 for an early 2000s remake.
Now, I have to say, the show was horrible in the early 2000s, but the car was beautiful. They really did.
Yeah. And then I guess Ruben is saying that
Hank
Williams died in that car.
Absolutely. The back seat there, that notebook that was thrown away would be lying next to him that they found in a dumpster not long ago.
Wow.
The Lost Notebook. They made an album out of it. 1944, this guy was short. He got in a...
He still is.
He sure is. War of the Roses, I think, was it. You'd remember him from Taxi, and now I think he's doing some type of... It's not Subway, but it's some type of sandwich commercial.
Quiznos.
Danny
or
DeVito.
something. Yeah.
He was real rude and what's the other word for it? Most of his characters.
Obnoxious.
Yes, that's the word. I bumped into a few of those people named Obnoxious before. I think you have too.
Oh, yeah.
1956, this song would go number one. I never felt more like singing the blues. As country music's first NASCAR driver celebrated his first number one there in 56. Boy, I sure like me some Marty.
Oh, man.
He was good. 1979, I've never watched this because I can't. I will not pay somebody to scare me. It ain't happening. Using my proper English there. Salem's Lot. Did you watch it, Odie?
I can't remember. I want to say I did.
It was bad, eerie, spooky. It came on TV.
Maybe we need to watch it again.
Had that blonde-headed fella, David somebody, was it David Soul that was in it? Salem's Lot. I mean, it was creepy, y'all.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I bet your sister knows it.
Probably so.
1977, another one of those little weird shows would come on. Me and Greg didn't watch this.
Yeah.
I just couldn't bring myself to doing it either. Close Encounters of the Third Kind premiered tonight.
That's where Greg come from. Why you didn't watch it? He was part of it.
I just never, I know there's a lot of people that get into the sci-fi stuff. I'm just not one of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if they land, they land. If they don't, they don't.
We bring up this next guy because it does involve Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't know much of their music, but hey, they're considering it country now, and we'll recognize him for what he's done for the great state of Mississippi. As somebody named Reed Perry of the band Perry has a birthday today, born in 1980.
Well, I mean, what's the name of it? I don't know. What do you think? Well, how about the band? We'll just throw Perry at the end of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got a
Well,
good
we'll
one
just be the band Perry.
Yeah, it see like the Charlie Daniels band, the CDB kind of worked a little bit smoother.
Well, you can do it. The Perry band.
Yeah.
All Perry's in the band.
Is it all Perry's? I don't know either.
Yeah. Makes
We don't know. But it ain't. I do know this. It ain't country.
It ain't country.
I answered that one real quick there.
Yeah.
1980, it would be one of their first love songs that crossed that line of She's a Lady Down on Love. As it was released today, they actually went in and recorded this into the studio today, Alabama. You remember that Lady
country.
Down on Love?
Oh, yeah.
It's her first night on the town since she was just 18. A lady down on love and out of hope and something. The vows that once held her now are. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all work with me.
We're trying.
Am I the only
know the
person
song,
that
but I
knows
can't
this?
sing it. Yeah, the words to it. You listen to
You
it
helping,
too much.
Miss
You're the
Daisy?
only one willing to humiliate yourself.
I do humiliate. It's okay.
She knows this.
That's why I got
She just ain't
on.
gonna do it. 1990, one of the hottest women of all time made it to the cover of TV Guide. She was smoking hot because Kermit said so.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Matlock.
Miss Piggy made it to the cover of TV Guide on this day back in 1990.
Miss Piggy.
Wasn't she something else?
She was a hoot now, and yeah, she was in love with the frog. The frog.
Senior Frogs.
Hey, now I like to dance, sir.
1998, we would lose a lady that came into our households every night. You couldn't help but like them. She had to put up with an obnoxious son.
Dynamite.
Yeah. Esther Roll would pass away on this date back in 1998. She was the mom that kind of held it all together there with
JJ's mama.
I'm trying. Why the neighbor?
Winona was the neighbor, I think.
How do you say why? It was like
it Winona?
No, it was
Wyola?
something like that. I cannot say it correctly, but I want to.
Remember. But it was funny. I like JJ.
Don't you hate it when you get hung up?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Oh, lonesome me. Who remembers Don Gibson? I can't carry a tune, but I thought I'd try just to aggravate you there, Odie. 19.
Somebody won something. I was just trying to find out if it was me or not.
All right,
Willona.
How you say it?
Willona.
Willona, like Winona, but
With Will.
do you ever have it to where just your brain won't spit it out? I'm having one of those moments.
Oh, yeah.
I tried real hard. Don Gibson passed away on this date back in 2003 at the age of 75. His big hit, of course.
Don.
Oh, Lonesome Me. That's the way it was as we remember him. Can't remember anything else that he done. But we will. This is, I don't know if y'all remember this. Washington, D.C., all around that area, back in 2003, people were buying gas, and all of a sudden bullets would ring out. They didn't know where they were coming from. People were getting assassinated purchasing gas.
Well, it was all over town, too.
Yeah. It was never in the same place. It was boom. And it ended up being a guy that had a 17-year-old driving the car for him. He would hide in the trunk and take the lock out of the trunk and fire bullets and kill people.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember this? It's horrible as we go back for this.
And it went on for a little while.
It sure did.
I
John
watched a
Mohammed.
Not too long ago about this, one of the FBI files.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
I do too. And it showed how they went through and finally was able to
Narrow it down.
and come up on him on the rest area and got him while they were sleeping. But yes, I mean, this kid here, this John
10
Muhammad,
people.
Wrong place, wrong time with this other guy, and this other guy kind of
Used him, so to
coerced
speak.
him and used him, and now he's paying for it the rest of his life. And
Sure will.
oh man, terrible.
And I'm not even going to try to pronounce his next last name because I slaughter it every time that I do it. But old boy took the oath of office after leaving. I'll be back.
I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I always get that one all messed up there. But it's too. Can you imagine being in first grade trying to spell that?
You
I bet
imagine
his teacher.
wife, I think that's why she divorced him. I'm tired of writing this thing out.
I thought he got the wrong kind of ketchup. Oh, he just got the bedrooms confused. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what it was. I just put a S in a line. Here, you figure it out.
What do they call that? Love child. 2014, one of our very own, Jimmy Ruffin, would pass away at the age of 78. Jimmy Ruffin, truly missed there.
Yeah, got his portrait downtown.
Sure does. Done a lot for our area. That's a quick look at history as we go back on this Friday morning. Coming up, we've got more of what went on in the last 24 hours. We're going to hit her up for some more Dukes and
Yeah.
Hazzard.
Some knowledge.
Who's right? Are we right or is she right on the amount of cars?
Yeah.
I have one for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's got something for us. We'll be right back as we continue this early Friday morning with Scotty Ray Odie. Have you seen the selection of cars and trucks at Massey's Supermart Auto Sales lately? How about a Grand Cherokee Jeep 4x4 Limited? They've got that in white and also gray. They have a like new 2021 Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. Or maybe your family needs room. Have you checked out the Ford Expedition lately? 1023 Highway 39 Bypass, Massey Supermart Auto Sales.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Have you heard? Broadmoor Wine and Spirits is under new management. Now, they're conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive, open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 9 for your convenience. They have such a large selection of wine and spirits. That's mixed drinks, boxed wines, brands that you're familiar with. Our shelves are stocked. Come by and let us earn your business. That's Broadmoor Wine and Spirits, conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we're discussing things. We just learned a little piece of trivia here about the Dukes of Hazzard.
I mean, I wish she'd come on camera and talk about it.
She's scared, y'all. Bad scared. It's those Daisy Dukes you got to go see today.
Yeah, but go by and bring your canned food. That's all it's going to cost. Or some cleaning supplies.
And you get to see some Daisy Dukes today.
And a mural to
And a mural.
the Dukes of Hazzard
Yeah.
at her office.
It's everywhere in there, isn't it?
Yeah, all the time.
like
That
working
lady
with
works
Daisy.
for you. Yeah, her office. That is crazy. How much Dukes of Hazzard is there? Yeah, that's Miss Wanda. She's a fan.
She was telling us so that the first 8 General Lees had the flag hand painted, and then after they moved the show to California, they started using decals for it.
Yeah, well, I guess, you wreck one every episode, so you might as
A
well.
lot of hand paint, wasn't it?
Just stick something on there.
You know where the horn came from?
They bought it off a car.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't?
They were filming in front of the boar's nest.
In front of the boar's nest.
And
And
Paul Picard was sitting out there with the whole cast.
Uh-huh.
And John Snyder was sitting right beside him. And a little boy comes through on a bicycle and tooted that horn. And Paul said, I've got to have that horn.
See,
Offered the boy $10 for it. And that's how the...
she says it come off a bicycle. I've
Yeah.
always been told that it was a car that they passed on the way to the
According to
studio.
John Snyder, it came off
John,
the bicycle.
wait, I'm going to pin him down next time I see him and say,
Yeah.
tell the truth.
Hey, it's on an interview on one of the CDs I have at home, DVDs.
Oh, my. Oh,
Well, Greg has his daughter's cell phone number.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we might can find all this. I had John's number for the longest. What a great guy. He really is. Hey, we did get some results finally there from District 2 Supervisor. Let's pull this up and show this as the results come in of the winner. Here it is. 27 votes separated this District 2 Supervisor. As Craig Houston walks away with the win, Wayman Newell just under at 49% there.
44% of the voters voted.
We got those numbers here. Let's pull that up there where you can see that, Odie. Right there is it, right there. 44%.
I mean, that's better than normal, but y'all still be ashamed. Ashamed.
18 out of 41,000 cast their votes.
Yeah. That meant over half of y'all said, I don't care. Screw it. It ain't good enough. All those people that was in the military that lost their lives for me, I don't care. I'm petty. I'm not going to pay attention. I'm not going to join society. I'm not worth the flip, because that's how I truly feel. Because every one of you should have gone to the poll and voted for whoever, not just District 2, everybody. If you don't go vote, get your butt off the couch and go vote one way or another. If you work that day, we got absentee. Do your part. People die for the freedom you've got, and to sit at home.
Tell us
That's
how you really feel there, Odie.
Oh, well.
Don't hold back. He got it out, folks.
It just burns me up.
But we should vote. It is a lot of people that do that. Only less than half of the folks showed up to vote. And I'm sure in some counties it was even less than that. Vote. Do your part in America and help save it. As I mentioned earlier today, someone is getting an award. It is the Chief of Police of Meridian as we go here. And we got this directly. They sent out the email last night, and I did see it on the City of Meridian page, as the chief will be recognized as Citizen of the Year. It's going to be a banquet hosted by the local chapter of Omega, something fraternity. How do you pronounce that?
Sci-fi?
Sci-fi?
Well, I mean,
I think so.
Pi?
Yeah. They're recognize her. There's going to be happening this Friday. That would be today at 7 p.m. tonight at the Temple Theater. She's going to get an award for being. We know that crime has increased in Meridian, as it is everywhere. So she's going to be getting that for all her efforts there to curb crime. Citizen of the Year, happening tonight, 7 p.m. at the Temple Theater. If you can make it out for that big presentation for the Chief of Police of Meridian. We got a horse that is missing. They gathered back a little bit ago at 6:30 to help find this. Someone was thrown from the horse yesterday afternoon. The horse trotted off into the woods. They've been looking for it. That's what the horse looks like. It's tan with a saddle still on it. Everybody was okay, but be on the lookout for this. Anywhere in that Highway 45 area, it got dark and they had to call off the search efforts last night. So he's still out there somewhere.
It's a large wooded area. And just hope that the rains don't have the horse snagged somewhere.
Right.
Some way.
So hope that's found. As soon as we find out more information on that, we'll let you know there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Whoop, they're handing out promotions, y'all.
Yeah, moving on up.
Here we are.
Two of them that have moved up in ranks, and that is right there on the left beside Sheriff-elect Ward Calhoun is Major Jared Woodall, who will be Major over patrol. And then on the right-hand side of Sheriff Billy Solly is Major Toby Pinson, who will be the Major over Criminal Investigation Division. So congratulations. And
proud of
you.
you.
Great. Yep.
Yeah, that is. It's always good to get a good thing there. Hey, I spoke to the mayor yesterday down in Marion, and he goes, y'all get ready for this. It's coming. It really is. This is great news. Record time there, as they say, by Thanksgiving, the bridge is going to be open. They're going to start milling and getting this taken care of with the bridge open for Thanksgiving. Isn't that great?
Well, they have worked and worked and worked.
The mayor's been hustling.
Nice. Yes, he is a hustler.
We like hustlers there.
Yep.
We go to Clark County next for a boo-boo.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. We might need a new car, Odie.
Yeah, at least, heck, even the hood's got a...
Yeah, ain't nothing left of the hood. You're kind of well rolled over, if you'll see the dents there in the top there.
Even the roof.
Yep, so I was going to say we could use a door, but it got it too. Clark County is where all that happened there. Now, Shad White stays busy. He's the guy that sits over in the office in Jackson, Mississippi. Anybody that does something wrong, well, they pounce on it. Again, remember, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but, well, Shad thought he had enough information here to go, here's some cuffs, go get her.
If he comes to your office, you might well go out the back door
in a hurry.
Tell everybody bye, because you ain't going home.
Lawrence County is where this went on here. Arrests for embezzlement and fraud. As we look at this, Holly Summers has been arrested. She was a former deputy clerk for the Lawrence County Tax Collector's Office. I got a nasty note yesterday, Odie, that said I should be ashamed for posting that.
Well, now,
and that my post
White
alone would send this woman to prison. I said, really?
Well, it's because we've reached so many people.
She said I wasn't supposed to post anything outside of Lauderdale County. And I sent back, I said, you do realize we do local, state,
We are
national stories.
Yeah.
She didn't want to hear it. She was upset with me for posting that. I don't know the reason, but if you are arrested, there is a huge chance that you will end up on the Scotty Ray Report.
So-
a huge chance.
So our Lauderdale County taxes don't pay
Right.
state taxes?
That's what she thought.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
And she said that she's going to quit watching us because of that.
Ooh, so we're down to 2.4599
Minus one.
million people.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you got upset about that. But if you break the law, we bring it to light. That's what we do. We will continue to do that every
Photo
day,
not
every
public
day.
record anyway, then?
It is absolutely public record. And it's everywhere.
So,
Is that
Yeah.
maybe why we-
Explain that one.
yeah. Is that maybe why we have better ratings than the TV
That would be.
stations around?
Absolutely. We tell you how it is, and we don't put any opinion to it. This is what happened. You figure it out from there. You take it any way you want. We're not going to make up stuff. This is what went down. This is what happened. This is straight from Shad White's office of what went on.
And then on there, it also states that you are innocent till proven guilty. But
In a
the
court of
fact
law.
is, in a court of law. But the fact is, she was arrested for this.
Yes.
A state of Mississippi officers arrested her.
Correct.
And the information they put out was just pushed by media.
Oh, yeah. That's the way it was, and we will continue to do our job. We're not backing down, whether it's local, state, national, whatever the case is. Sometimes, and on a local level, we do get it first, usually before anyone else. That's what we do. We're not going to slant the truth to what happens here. If there is a correction, if this person is found innocent, we will post it and say innocent. They were free.
I think we have a pretty good track record of of being on national TV going, hey, look, we made a mistake.
Yep.
Because we do it on the...
Our stories are picked up by national headlines a lot.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do what we do. I'm sorry you're upset, but it'll be okay. Christmas time's sounds watching. We'll be right back. More coming up. We're going to remind you where you can go see those Daisy Dukes and drop off your canned food. It's all next. Odie did y'all see the sweat coming off him? He can't hardly handle Daisy over there.
I know it.
If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back. You caught us drinking coffee and having a good time during the break. We want to bring this up this morning because this is really important. There's been a recall, and when there's recalls, well, sometimes you think, oh, that battery doesn't affect me, but this does. This is eye drops, Odie, that's being recalled.
In multiple
stores. And how does that happen? They make it in one factory, and then they repackage it, and they put a different label on this. Oh, we're going to guess here that it's not made in America. No, it's not. It's made in a foreign country and shipped in because, well, we don't make anything here anymore.
And Walmart don't make Walmart.
Nope.
CVS don't make CVS.
Target.
Target doesn't make Target.
All of these.
They all buy from the same place with their own little sticker on it, and now they're all being recalled.
Yeah, and this is again out of country where this stuff was made. But if you buy from Walmart, let's just look at this. What this is called? It's called Equate Hydration Lubricant Eye Drops, 10 milligrams. Don't buy that. It could harm your eyeballs. There's several different ones there from CVS. Rite Aids are carrying this, and also Target, and a company called Rugby that I'm not familiar with. We don't have those on the local level in Mississippi. But be careful with that, of what you're doing. Research this before you buy any eye drops. If you happen to have any of this, throw it away. It ain't worth it.
Go to recall.gov.
Yep, that'll tell you all
I
about it.
hate .gov on some things because they get into more stuff than what I think they should. But this is something that they do, right?
That's right.
It is recall.gov. Anything that's been recalled, it's on there. You can go and look. Type in eye drops, because if you've got eye drops that are generic, and generic we mean store brand,
Right.
go in there and check that out before you put any more in your eyes.
Briefly, I'm going to mention this because I think it happened in Jackson, Mississippi, of paupers. You know, as we've all known, paupers are buried by the county when there's no one who claims the body. There was someone that was in an incident, and I believe it was Jackson. The man was buried, and the family then has found out who he is. And come to find, somebody wasn't doing their job, Odie. This just bottom line. If you exhume a body and their wallet is still in their pocket with their state ID and everything in the pocket, you didn't do your job.
You didn't try and find out who they were?
No, they didn't even look, is what it amounts to. They buried the man. He was not embalmed. He was buried as a pauper, and he was rushed to the hospital from an accident. And that's just bad. That's just bad. Do your job. It doesn't matter who you are. Do your job to investigate fully. There should be an investigation into this.
Yeah, because, I mean, now the family's sitting there going, he's missing.
Yeah, he was hit by an SUV, rushed to the hospital, he dies, and then, of course, no one claimed the body because they didn't know at that time. And then he was buried a pauper because they didn't know who he was. The entire time in his jeans was his ID.
Oh, man, that is sad.
He was 37 years old. This happened back in March, and oh, yes, the Jackson Police Department is got a hand in all of this.
So, yeah. Dang, I hate that.
That's just sad. That's just sad for our world.
I'm glad the family found out what
Yeah.
happened to their loved one, but to imagine that...
Well, it just shows
should
that
have been
no
known.
one even took the time to check the man's pockets.
Yeah. You'd think the hospital would have done that.
Yeah.
Because didn't they want to get paid? 'Cause
Well-
you know they're looking for somebody's insurance card.
Coroner, who has to sign off, you would think they would. Just
Need
saying.
a name, yeah.
There's a long list of folks that are going to be at fault over this, and you can, by golly, bet your bottom boots that a lawsuit's going to come out of this.
Oh, yeah.
It will. We know that.
Oh, we want to sue anything and everybody, and there's some things that are rightfully sued, and that I'd have to sit and think about it. That may be something that I could probably say, okay, you got a thumbs up from me.
Yeah, because this will stop, hopefully, from ever happening again. At the end of the day, it's called doing your job, taking pride in your job, no matter what it is. If you're the garbage guy, if you're a CEO of a company, do your job, do diligently. Is that it?
That's a word, yeah.
We even got the #1 salesperson of the week for the Scotty Ray Report to come see those Daisy Dukes in the
He's in
office.
here. He didn't bring no canned food, though.
No, he's over there digging, though, trying to
Yeah.
give one.
He wa-
Get his picture made with it. Boy.
Oh, me.
Let's go back one more time and talk about the food giveaway, the canned food drive that we've been talking about. Tell us where to come and how all this is done and what you're doing it for.
It is at 5001 Poplar Springs Drive, Suite B. It's at Ryan Lynch State Farm's office. We are doing a Yes We Can food drive for Feed by Faith. It will end this coming Tuesday. But if you missed the deadline and you can't drop it off by Tuesday and you want to drop something off later, we'll hold it for next year for you. And so, yeah, just come to my office and drop it off and come see the Dukes of Hazzard Museum up there.
Will do.
that.
We appreciate that so much. Help out a good cause. And you're right. We had someone mention here, the man that I was just talking about, they didn't check his pocket. He was also hit by an off-duty officer. All of this, and this is how the Jackson Police Department is tied into this, and then it was quickly kind of
So
and
it was
then
trying to be
I don't
quick.
think the family was even notified for the longest, and then the burial it just evolved into one nasty thing after another.
Boy, that.
Yes, sir. So those are a few things that have gone on over the last few hours, in the last 24 hours in our area. We'll be here behind the scenes, letting you know what happens over the weekend and all the above. We'll be out tomorrow as we'll go out for the big shindig there coming up.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Causeyville is the place to be for that.
Go get some good food.
All right.
Golly, my belly's already
Getting hungry?
Yeah, boy. But uh-oh, there's Charlene.
Oh,
she must not.
It's awake.
Yeah.
She don't know anything yet, does she?
She doesn't know yet. Or she wouldn't be that.
Hey,
nice.
Charlene. Ho, ho, ho.
That was. We'll be. Look, thank y'all for spending your day with us. It's glad to be back. I'm glad Greg took care of y'all for 2 days, but here I am again. Look, we enjoyed being with you. We love y'all, and remember, Jesus does too.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.